So I know I've talked about Canadian silver before, and what's sitting here in front of you, you've seen before. But I just want to take another look at Canadian silver. As a little while ago, I watched a video that Stateside Stash put out, and I'm gonna tag him in this, where he was talking about the stuff that the Royal Canadian Mint puts out. And I've mentioned in other videos that, I don't have gold. I've got, a little container about this big around, about that deep, that's got three like microscopic pieces of gold in it. And yeah, I've got some gold backs, but I don't consider those, stacking gold per se. But the thing I like about the Royal Canadian Mint is there's a variety. Stuff changes from year to year. It's not the same thing every year with a where they just change the year on the coin, or in this case, the sovereign silver. There's different privy marks. There's they celebrate everything, so they commemorate it on their coins. And what you see here, there's some fractional silver there, circulated fractional silver, as well as the silver maples. And that's what a lot of people can associate with the Royal Canadian Mint, is the silver maples. And like Stateside said, they come in different weights, and progressively as you get larger, the reverse of the coins change. And I mean, this is what a lot of people associate with what they think of in their mind, or what they see in their mind when you say Canadian silver maple. And I believe it's the 2 ounces got 2 maples on it, and then as we progressively get bigger and heavier, the reverse changes. And I've got some here. I want to say, and I know somebody, if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe 1988. Here you go. This was, I believe, the first year they did the silver maple. And yeah, this one, it looks just like any other Canadian coin of that era. And then obviously it's got the maple on the back, but you can see progressively as time went on, the design changed a little bit, and the style changed a little bit, where here's 1989, same as the 88. And then the design, the queen changed on it in this is 2011. I'm not sure when exactly the portrait of the queen changed, but again, here you go, silver maple. And what you notice on these older ones is there's no privy down here on these yet, and it's a security feature, yes. And I know if you sit it this way, you can see where the Canadian Mint had their issues, just like the Royal Mint over in the UK. It's got some milk spotting that's working its way in. And here's 2018, and it's it's still the standard form, but with the new portrait on it. Still no privy. And then you get down here, and here's the 23s, and I'm not sure what year they started doing this, but I was on the wrong side. There's your security feature right there, or as they call it, a privy. And I added a little bit of something else to it, where when you twirl it, the light twirls with it. And I know this isn't the best lighting. I'm doing this in the wee hours of Tuesday morning. We're waiting for a pretty nasty storm to roll in, so getting my video done while I can. But an example of the 2 ounces that they make, and this is not a maple, and these are all, you know, $5 face value on these. And here is a $10, which is a 2 ouncer with George the Fifth on it. And like I say, you can see it's nice and thick. They keep the same diameter, but you know, they get thicker. You know, I could stick this in a maple tube if I wanted to. And on the reverse here, they're celebrating 100 years with the RCMP. And now see, what kind of throws me off here is this is saying 1920 to 2020. Oh, and here's your little privy right here. Let me put my hand behind it. Might be able to see it better. There we go, right there. Now you go over to, this is a 50% silver Canadian dollar, and it says 1873 to 1973. So I'm not sure what that's commemorating, which this is commemorating, but you know, it's in here, you know, the portrait of the Queen that we're all used to. And I just, like I said, there's just, they find so many ways to put variety into their coins, and that's one of the reasons why I like it. And I know some people have said, you know, that, you know, Mishy Stacker, you know, he loves this Canadian silver. Yes, I do. They've been one of our greatest allies in this world for quite a long time. I mean, heck, we used to, you know, celebrate independence together around the 4th of July with the Freedom Festival in downtown Detroit, where downtown Windsor and downtown Detroit, literally across the river from each other, we celebrated together, you know, celebrated our independence together. And here's a, again, here's a Canadian coat of arms on the reverse of a 80% silver 1943 $50. And here on the front is George the, I want to say, is that the 4th? I don't know. Me and Roman numerals don't get along. But anyway, the and something else, and this is something I didn't know until Canadian Silver Seeker brought it up, is that every time the ruler, if you will, you know, king or queen, whatever, every time you get a new king or queen, the portrait changes directions. Where, okay, here's George, and then here's Queen Elizabeth. And my understanding is they do this not only on the Canadian coins, but also on the coins in the UK. And some of my friends over across the pond can tell me if I'm right or wrong on that, because I may be wrong. But, and like even here, you know, here's your, I've got 2 80% quarters, you know, 25-cent pieces. This one's a 1943 that I picked up. And of course, you know, we all recognize the reverse of that. And then this one is a 1950, I believe. I gotta flip it over here. Is that a... Yep, that's a 1950. This one was gifted to me by the Cranky One. So I really do like the silver. I think RCM does a great job with their stuff. And you know, and also I forgot to bring these ones up. These are my new favorite. They're half-ouncers commemorating the 1st Special Services Force. It's a joint Canadian-U.S. military force. And let me see, there's one here. I got to find it now. Might be the top one here. Let's see. where they, different reverses. You got the one with the eagle and the maple leaf, and you got the one with the star and the maple leaf. But like I said, they do quite a variety with their coins, and that's one of the main reasons I like them. And they're all silver. All this stuff here is 4.9's fine, 50%, 80%. So, all right, everybody, I'm gonna get out of here for today. Everybody have a great day. You're gonna get this Wednesday morning. Keep on stacking, keep on hunting. Mishy Stackers out.